Today I'm trying a mast from Project Cedrus.
This is a Cedrus mast. Many things make this mast unique, but the most interesting to me is its compatibility with 15 different brands. This allows you to connect to the wings of those brands. Second to that is its rigidity. Rigidity matters when pumping, particularly high wingspan wings, so we're going to measure wing deflection to see how rigid this mast really is. The mast has a hollow core and has soft, non-structural edges, so if you've ever fallen onto your mast like I have, it should be safer and more damage tolerant. This mast is compatible with 15 different fuselages, so lots of options to create your perfect foil, starting from a Cedrus mast. Or if you have a Cedrus mast and want to try another brand's new front wing, that can be an option. In fact, as a foil junkie, I found this to be most appealing to me. If you have one of the brands that Cedrus doesn't support, they might even consider expanding their adapter list. Kyle at Cedrus and the team at MacKite were nice enough to loan me this mast to give it a try and share this review. These are some of the brand adapters that Cedrus has to fit other brand fuselages. The adapter mounts right to the Cedrus mast with the screws provided. This is how I normally mount my axis mast to my fuse, with 2 screws connecting the fuselage to the mast. For the Cedrus mast, the adapter is attached to the mast with 1 screw. 1 screw threads into the adapter, and the second screw goes right through the fuse, threading into the mast. The Cedrus mast and base plate is light. My axis mast weighs 2.2 kilos including base plate. The comparable Cedrus setup is 1.5 kilos, so the Cedrus setup is lighter. However, I've never been too concerned about weight. The weight is situated right at the pivot point when pumping, so it doesn't matter as much as the weight of a larger board far from this pivot point. It was right before winter and we just got a huge snowfall, but I figured I could give it a try before the ice closed in. I tried these 2 setups back to back and found their performance very similar. I wanted to do more tests, but nature didn't cooperate. I told Kyle and MacKite I wouldn't use their mast to break ice, but I couldn't resist trying. And like the prior year, these 2 masts felt very similar to me. I tried the glide distance test and pumping speed test, and both were indistinguishable. When trying the carving course, I couldn't feel a difference either, and I believe a blind test would have reached the same conclusion. If rigidity during pumping matters most to me, we need to test the mast. What if I could simulate an extreme wingtip load and see how much the wing deflects? So that's what we did. We built a test rig that rigidly mounted the foil to the ground. We placed a load 10 centimeters in from the tip of the wing and measured the deflection of the wing. I've been riding this Axis 75 centimeter mast for some time. Under a 30-pound load, it deflects about 4 to 5 centimeters. If we load the Cedrus mast, which is just a few centimeters longer in length, you can see a very similar deflection under the same 30-pound load. Again, these masts perform quite similarly. The Cedrus mast is light, and definitely lighter than my axis mast. As long as it's within reason, I would choose stiffness over weight nearly every time. I found its performance indistinguishable from my axis mast, doing the things I like to do. By far my favorite feature is its expanding list of compatibility. There are 53 foil brands at my last count, and Cedrus is compatible with 15 of them, which is great if you're like me awaiting the next great wing to hit the market. The Cedrus mast is certainly stiff enough for a 115 centimeter wingspan wing, and will be well positioned to handle the bigger wings I expect we'll start to see.